everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are doing a full face of Tom Ford, but more importantly, we are doing my top 5 obsessions in the Tom Ford line. This is a tag that Allison Chase created. I did the first one on Chanel. This is going to be Tom Ford. So I'm just going to focus on the top 5 products that I am currently obsessed with. However, everything else that will be on my face will be Tom Ford, except for my eyebrows, which are, of course, Gucci. So let's go ahead and dive in. So right now I have on my face the Tom Ford shade in Illuminate in 1.3. I'm really loving the shade. I think it is the exact shade for me. I don't know why it took me so long to find it, but I'm glad that I did. So very happy about that. So first we're gonna use the Tom Ford Gold Drops. This is in the Glow Drops in Reflects Gilt. So basically you pop it up like this, comes out, dropper. That's what it looks like. There's a gold and there's like a pinky shade. I'm gonna use this today, like right through here. I am going to do a short video with the pink version and compare it to the Chanel and the Dolce & Gabbana, because I have all 3. So I'm going to put a little bit through my T-zone and then a little bit in the highlighted parts of my face. This product, these Glow Drops, you can put them all over your face underneath your foundation. You can put them on top of your foundation like I just did. It really depends on how you like to use them. They're not like a lot of things in makeup. You can just play around with it and see what works best for you. For me, I like it kind of as a subtle highlight, but I'm really liking these Glow Drops. Like I said, I have it in this shade, which was the Reflects Gilt, and then I have it in, what's the other shade? Glacial Rose. I might as well show it to you guys today. Again, the same bottle. That's Glacial Rose. And like I said, I'll compare that to the Chanel and the Dolce & Gabbana pretty soon. We'll have a video on that. There's so many things for me to get through, guys. It's craziness. And I haven't even done my Sephora haul video yet, which I need to do. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is the Sheer Cheek Duo. I have this in, I think it's called Lissom. I'm not absolutely sure. This is what it looks like. And I'll swatch it for you. These, I believe, are discontinued, and Tom Ford is coming out with new products, like new highlighter cheek products, I think. Those are the shades. And they're very like light sheer blushes, but I really like them, and I don't know, I think you'll see on my face, I think they're just a really nice like option for something light and sheer. So let's go ahead and put that on. Let's see. I've been using a lot of blushes lately. I've got my Hermes blush video, the Chanel blush video. So we're gonna use the peachier shade today because the look that we're gonna do is kind of like a golden look. And like I said, it's sheer, but especially if you put it on top of the Glow Drops, it's got this really nice effect. The Tom Ford blushes are very pigmented, which is great. I love a good pigmented blush, but I think sometimes I just want something light and glowy, and that's what this gives me, especially in the spring, which is why I'm really kind of obsessed with this particular product right now. And it's funny because I picked this up at the CCO store, and I had never tried his sheer cheek duos before. I have a couple of his regular blushes, like this one is in Inhibition. And it's just, the blushes are beautiful, but they're very, very pigmented. So, you know, for me, because I'm so pale, I kind of go with a very light hand. Again, which is fine, but it's nice to have something that you could just, you know, put a little bit on or put a lot on, and it doesn't matter because it's a sheer glowy blush. And because I have the illumination underneath it, you can see just how kind of light, springy. It's just a really pretty look, in my opinion. And I'm slightly obsessed with it right now. All right, so then we're gonna go in with the Gold Dust. And the reason we're gonna do Gold Dust today instead of something like Terra, and let me show you what that looks like, is because of the eye look and the lip look that we're gonna do. That's Gold Dust. Definitely a warm toned bronzer. And I have been slightly obsessed with this bronzer and this brush. This is the PFO8 brush, the Chikuhodo brush, since I got it. I've been using it mostly as a bronzer brush. It's a very dense brush, but it's incredibly soft. So it works really well if you want to put down product and be like, and have more of a dense application. I don't know if I would like this as much for a powder brush, just powder, because I feel like it's a little bit too dense for that, which is interesting. But again, I think it depends on what you like, you know, what kind of application you like. But it's a very dense brush, but it's incredibly soft. Like, it's just, it's a beautiful brush. Okay, all right, so the eye look that we're gonna do today. So the things that I'm obsessed with so far, I've got, okay, so first thing that I was totally obsessed with is the Tom Ford Soleil Glow Drops. That's the first thing we put on. Second is the Tom Ford Soleil Sheer Cheek Duo, which you guys just saw. The other 4 out of the 5 products are the Soleil line. Next will be the cream and powder eye color. This is the Black Sand. This is the black and gold. We'll put that on in a second. And then the lip product, the lip gloss. I did buy 2 of them because I love the shade so much. I just love the shade. And like I said, all the other products are Tom Ford, but they're not the ones that, they're not my top 5 obsessions. Okay, let me get a brush for this. Okay, so this is the Refer 01 brush. Here is the cream product. Now, let me tell you that this is very pigmented. This is the black cream. I've done a shorts video with this, but it goes on, you can get, it can be very, very black. So, which is fine, but just, you know, that's what you want. So I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of it because today I'm gonna do a less intense look than I did in my shorts video. The key to this is making sure that you buff it out with a good brush. This 01 brush, I think, is perfect. Now, if you want a more intense look, refer back to my, shorts video, and you'll see I did a much more intense, deeper look, if that's what you're going for. But the great thing about this product, in my opinion, is that you can, use it for anything as a black base. So you can deepen up any shadow that you want to use, which is great. And it has the ability, like I'm going to show you today, to be very, well, not very sheer, but sheer, right? It's not particularly, I don't think that's thick at all. Or super opaque black, which is hard to find because a lot of times with products, you can find something that goes on super opaque and it's great for that look and a very dramatic look. But if you want to sheer it out, it doesn't sheer out well. This does not do that. This works both ways. So then you can take the gold shade at the top, looks like that, and put it over All right, so let's go ahead. We'll go in with the brush first. I find with this type of product, I like using my finger, but I'll show you, you know, what you get basically. It's very pretty. It's just a very, like, you can do like I'm doing today, which is kind of a light, like ethereal kind of thing, or you can do, and I know I've mentioned it before, or you can do what I did in my shorts video, which was much more intense. There's a look with the black cream shade sheared out and the gold on top. Okay, now I'm going to take the gold with my finger and just kind of build it up a little. And you'll see how quickly you can get like a more intense look. Again, the more opaque you put the black cream color on, the more intense look you're gonna get. But I did have a number of people who said that, you know, it looked really beautiful, but it didn't look like it could be like an everyday kind of thing. And I think it absolutely can be, just depending on how you apply it. So let me bring you in to take a look. And I think you can see how nice and light, pretty that is. And you absolutely can use the black shade as a cream liner, which is what I did before as well. Let's take the Rephr 03 brush and we'll do that. I'm gonna go in lighter than I did before though. Again, because this is a lighter look. There we go. Do the other side. I'm just gonna do the upper lash line with the black. So there you go. Let me put on some Badass mascara and then we'll come back and we'll focus on the lip gloss. Okay, so the eye look is done. I have to say, like, I just think this is just a really pretty look. It's just very, very simple. There's not, I mean, there's just the black cream, the gold powder. I use the black as liner on top and then mascara. That's it. That's all it is, but I just think it makes just a stunning look. I'm obsessed. So far, let's just reiterate the obsessions we have at the moment. The Glow Drops, the Sheer Cheek Duo, and I have the warmer shade on today, this shade here. And then the new Tom Ford Black Sand on my eyes. I also have on the Tom Ford shade Illuminate. I have on the Gold Dust bronzer. I'm just kind of digging the like warm, I don't know, like sun-kissed kind of bronze thing. I have not tried the perfume yet, the Soleil Brûlant or something like that. I really do want to try it. I've heard great things. Abby Bliss White was talking about it on her channel. And I pretty much like everything like perfume-wise that Abby likes, so I really want to try it. All right, so the highlight, I think, the Black Sand is gorgeous and I absolutely love it, but I think the highlight is this gloss. And the reason I say it's the highlight is because I literally bought 2 of them, which I don't do that. And I don't buy 2 lip glosses. So this is the Sunlust Lip. And like I said, it looks like it's just, you know, a gold gloss. I'll put it on my hand here. The packaging isn't like very luxurious, not like some of the others, but as you put it on, as you wear it, it turns color. So I'll show you my hand in a minute, but let's just put it on the lips so you guys can see. And I have nothing on my lips. So we'll leave it on for just a second. It feels really smooth. It's really soft. It's just doesn't have any particles in it. It's really pretty. Now you can see on my hand that it's already started to change and become more of like this peachy shade. You see that? And now on my lips, you can see the peachiness of it. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like the perfect shade for summer. It's the perfect shade. It's like the perfect golden peachy shade. It just looks really nice and like perfect for what you'd want if you were going out in like a sundress. Oh, it sounds weird, but like that's the look, you know. And it's just, with the rest of it, it's just, anyway, I love it. I love the shade. It's just, it goes perfect on me because like for me, every time I try to do like a gloss or like a very light lip, it always goes pink. Again, I don't have anything wrong. Like, I understand a lot of people like pink. It's fine. But I'm just not a huge pink person. And I wanted something like a glossy peach, and it's so hard to find. And this goes peach on me. And I don't know. I absolutely love it. So, all right. So that all being said, I bought a backup. So now I have 2 of them, which is awesome. But there's something else that I've been using lately that I really, really like. And it's just kind of funny because it's not a new product, but this is the Lip Sculptor. This is the lip pencil. And the shade, what is the shade? Is it Extort? Yeah, it's Extort. And it's just like a brownie pink shade. It looks a lot like Nude Brune and Chanel. And I've just been really liking the shade, and I really like the pencil. It's got like a triangle shape to it, which is interesting. The idea is to kind of sculpt your lips, like you make your lips look bigger. I don't really use it for that, but I have been using it. Now, usually I use it first and then I put the gloss over it, but I wanted you guys to see the gloss by itself. So let me show you what it looks like to the, you know, like it's gonna look a little different with it over the gloss, but it'll give you an idea. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I really I really like it. I'm really obsessed with it. And it's so funny because they've been out for a while. This is like, that's not new. The Sheer Cheek Duo is absolutely not new. In fact, I think it's being discontinued now because it's been out for some time. Same with the Glow Drops. So these are products that I have basically discovered late in their life. And maybe even on their way out, I'm not sure. But, you know, these things do last a really long time. So I always have people who are like, well, do you worry about getting something that's about to be discontinued? You know, to me, like, let's say they discontinue Gold Dust and I only have the small size of it. I'm not going to go through this. Like, I don't use the same bronzer every single day anyway. And even if I did, I mean, it would take me forever to get through this. I've had Chanel blushes that I've had for like 10 years I still haven't gone through. So I don't worry too much about that, which is why it's surprising that I bought a backup of this. But I will tell you that I loved the old formula of the Tom Ford glosses. Tom Ford came out with a new formula, which a lot of people like far more. I'm a fan of the old formula, but whatever. And there's a couple of shades that I wish I had known he was discontinuing, because I would have bought a backup. I like them that much. There are some things, like the Terra Bronzer. I have 2 of them as backups. So there are some things, but they have to be really, really good. So for me to buy another gloss, yeah, it's just, I can't explain it to you. You guys have to like experience on the lip. It's just a really, gloss is one of those things that's tough. Like everyone has a personal preference. I don't like mine too thick. I certainly don't like when they're sticky. This is just a beautiful gloss that feels moisturizing. The color is perfect. I think because it kind of works with your body chemistry a little bit. So the color that it turns is like good for you kind of thing. Yeah, it's just, I think it looks beautiful on. I love the feel. I love the overall look. Now, again, 4 of these 5 products that I'm talking about today, the Obsessions, are soleils. So they are kind of meant for that summer look. And the Gold Dust Glow Bronzer, I think, is like a similar kind of thing. It's, you know, it's a summery look. So I think they kind of go together. I mean, maybe not necessarily planned that way, but that's, you know, how they work. So I don't know. It just feels like a beach trip. Like you're in the tropics, or you're going to, I don't know, Cozumel or something. That's what it feels like. And I absolutely love it. You know, it's been weird weather here in New England. We had like 60s and 70s, and then we had a snowstorm, and then today it's 40. I I don't know. So maybe that's why I'm gravitating towards these bronzy kind of sun-kissed looks, but which is why I definitely have to try the Tom Ford Brûlante, because Abby described it as sun-kissed, and that's exactly what I need right now. So those are my top 5 obsessions currently with Tom Ford. Again, thanks to Allison Chase for creating the tag. I greatly appreciate it. And I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.